بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. اللهم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. إن أريد إلا الإصلاح ما استطعت وما توفيقي إلا بالله. Respected brothers, sisters and dear listeners, we stopped last week when Kuffar Quraysh, after what's happened to them in Battle of Badr, they decided to come in number 3,000 men with 2,000 horses, and not only that, even the ladies led by Hind bint Utbah, the wife of Abu Sufyan, her father, her uncle, and her brother were being killed in the Battle of Badr. So they decided also to join the men with another 15 ladies. And Rasulullah he came out with 1,000 Sahabi, and actually on their way, 300 out of those 1,000 they withdrew. And those were the hypocrites. Those led by Abdullah ibn Ubay, that the head of the Munafiqeen who we spoke about last time. Now, the Kuffar, they are carrying on, coming from Mecca toward Al-Madinatul Munawwara, and when they arrived to a place called Al-Abwa', this is the place where the mother of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was buried. She died in that place, and this Hind bint Utbah, she said, "You want to go and dig the grave of the mothers of Rasulullah, take the body out." And so the people said, "No, this is a horrible attitude, we can't do it." And then they carried on, and now Abu Sufyan was leading them, so they was targeting the mountain of Uhud. Al-Habib al-Mustafa, as we mentioned last week, he is a very, if we want to classify him as one of the best chief commands, how he ran the battle, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So sallallahu also he targeted, because it's a very strategic place. So sallallahu he decided to take a shortcut, make a half circle and take a shortcut, and managed to arrive to the mountain of Uhud before those people of Quraysh. Now, Rasulullah sallallahu he got only 700, facing 3,000. So Rasulullah he managed to find a very strategic spot on the top of the mountain, and he appointed 50 of the best archers, 50, led by Abdullah ibn Jubayr, and told them, "Your job is just to throw arrows from that spot whenever the enemy is coming in, and do not move, do not leave your place under any circumstances. You see us dying, don't move. You see us winning, don't move." Clear, very clear instructions. The Kuffar Quraysh, they was divided among themselves, 3,000, big number. Khalid ibn al-Walid, he was still with the Kuffar at that time, on the right wing. Ikrimah ibn Abi Jahl on the left wing, and Abu Sufyan in the middle and leading the battle. Now, as we mentioned, always the battle started with some sort of a challenge called Mubaraza. So the man was holding the flag of the Kuffar, Talha ibn Abi Talha. He was holding the flag. Sayyidina Zubair ibn Awam, he challenged him and killed him. The flag fall. His brother Uthman ibn Abi Talha, he held the flag. Then Sayyidina Hamza, he challenged him and killed him. The flag fall again. Then his third brother As'ad ibn Talha, Sayyidina Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, he challenged him and killed him. And they carried on like up to 6 brothers from this family of being killed. That gave the Muslim courage, and they carried on, and the battle was going in favor of the Muslim, and the Kuffar is running away. Though an incident with Sayyidina Hamza, he did very well in the Battle of Badr, and up to this moment he's still fighting and killing the Kuffar. So there was a man, his name Wahshi ibn Harb. Wahshi ibn Harb, he was a slave to Jubayr ibn Mut'im. And that Jubair, his uncle, was killed by Sayyidina Hamza in the Battle of Badr. So he told Wahshi, his slave, he told him, Wahshi, if you manage to kill Hamza, he was also a good archer. He told him, if you manage to kill Hamza, you will be a free man. Who healed this? Hind bint Utbah, the one he lost her father, her uncle. And so he told Wahshi ibn Harb, he told him, look, all this jewelry I'm wearing is yours if you manage to kill Hamza. So this man has nothing to do with the battle. He was busy just waiting for Sayyidina Hamza. He was hiding somewhere behind one of the trees, and he got a chance and he managed to kill Sayyidina Hamza. Asadullah, the lion of Allah, as Rasulullah used to call him. So, although Sayyidina Hamza was killed, but the battle was going in favor of the Muslim. And exactly like what's happening in the Battle of Badr, and the kuffar running away and leaving their belongings, and the Muslims start collecting the bots and this, Now, those archers, they saw the field is clear now, and they will start collecting bottles. They said, hey, let us go and collect. So, Abdullah ibn Jubair told him, listen, Rasulullah he said we shouldn't move. They said, but the battle is almost over now. Let us go. So they all came down except Abdullah ibn Jubair and the 7 other Sahaba whom they stayed. Abu Sufyan, when he saw this, his people are running away and the battle is going in the favor of the Muslim, he's disappointed. He was telling Khalid ibn Walid, are we going to lose again? We just lost last year for Badr. Are we going to lose again? Sayyidina Khalid ibn Walid, he was still with the kuffar, but he was a very brilliant, sharp. He looked, he found this is a weak point here, and this clear for them. He said to Abu Sufyan, no, the battle is not yet over. Wait. And he ran behind. He managed to kill 7. It's easy to be killed. And then they managed to get into the field from the back of the Muslim and start killing the Muslim. The Muslim get confused to the extent the Muslim was killing the Muslim. They don't know where are we going, from where these people came. There was a lot of confusion. People start running away from the Muslim. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, people, stop. Carry on fighting. Don't run away. Then the kuffar, they heard the voice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They started attacking him heavily. Start throwing stones, arrows, and there was about 9 Sahaba from Al-Ansar around Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They all have been killed. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam left with only 3 Sahaba from Al-Muhajirin. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, Talha ibn Ubaidillah, and Abu Dujana. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, he was a good archer. So Rasulullah used to give him the arrow, said, Irmi, ya Sa'd, fidaka abi wa ummi. Sa'd, throw these arrows. And Sayyidina Abu Dujana was a huge, big man. He held Rasulullah and his back was receiving the arrow, to protect Rasulullah. Sayyidina Talha, he protected Rasulullah with his hand. Any arrows come just to put it like this, to the extent one of his fingers was cut it. And among those kuffar was Utbah ibn Abi Waqqas, subhanallah, the brother to Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas. 2 blood brothers, they are fighting, one on the side of Rasulullah and one to kill Rasulullah. So the bond between the Muslim, the bond between the believer is more powerful and more strong than the blood bond. So a man called Abdullah ibn Qim'ah. Abdullah ibn Qim'ah, he was very horrible. He threw a stone on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He managed to hit Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the extent that his tooth sallallahu alaihi wasallam was broken. And the helmet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam put it, part of it like rings, it went into his cheek and fixed it. And that Abdullah ibn Qim'ah, he managed to make a hole and push Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then Habib al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he fell and his knee was broken. The same time, Abdullah ibn Qim'ah, he carried on following Sayyidina Mus'ab ibn Umayr. Sayyidina Mus'ab ibn Umayr, the first ambassador. We spoke about him. He went to first one Rasulullah sent to Al-Madinah, and he was very look-alike Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Ibn Qim'ah, he managed to kill Sayyidina Mus'ab ibn Umayr. And he said, Muhammad had been killed. And he started making big noise that Muhammad had been killed. So Rasulullah he told the Sahaba, keep quiet. Let them believe that I am being killed. Let them stop. And they carried on. The people get confused. Muhammad had been killed. So the people sit down. Some people disappointed. Some people even start to walk to Al-Madinah. So a lady, her name Amir Al-Ansariya. And again, brothers and sisters, the lady was there in the middle of the field. When she used to feed and give over drink and water for the people, when she heard that, she held her sword. She said, Fidaka abi wa ummi ya Rasulullah, I'm going to fight for you. Muhammad Ansari. And another man, his name Anas ibn al-Natr. He found two people sitting. He said, what are you people sitting? Why are you sitting down? You are not fighting. They said, لقد مات محمد. Muhammad has been killed. He said, قوموا فموتوا على ما مات عليه. Why don't you go and fight and die for what he died for? And the Quran revealed, وما محمد إلا رسول قد خلت من قبله الرسل أفإن مات أو قتل انقلبتم على أعقابكم. Muhammad, he's a prophet, like all other prophets. If he had been died or killed, are you going to go back to the ignorance era? Then Rasulullah sallallahu now, Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and Sayyidina Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, they came and they managed to rescue Rasulullah sallallahu. They took him out of the hole. And the Sallallahu was too much wounded. Sayyidina Ali started, to nurse the wound. And those things which fixed on his chest, Sallallahu Sayyidina Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, he tried to pull it. He couldn't, then he tried by his tooth. To the extent that he broke in his tooth, Sayyidina Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, not to give Rasulullah Sallallahu any pain. And they hold Rasulullah Sallallahu. By the time Sayyidina Abu Ubaidah, Sayyidina Talha ibn Ubaidillah, he was fainting. And when he woke up, he has more than 50 wounds. Sayyidina Talha. To the extent, when he was fainted, when he woke up, the first question said, Rasulullah bi khayr? It's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, okay? He didn't ask about his wound, his pain, nothing. Then he found the people holding Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and walking. Then Sayyidina Talha with all these wounds, he ran, and when Rasulullah he tried to climb a hill, he bent to make his back as a step for Rasulullah to climb. That Rasulullah don't have any pain. Then he was holding Rasulullah and walking. Then Sahabi's name Ka'b ibn Malik, he saw Rasulullah he said, Rasulullah hayy. Rasulullah is still alive, with a very loud voice. So the people of Kuffar Quraysh, they don't want to believe that Rasulullah is still alive. They don't want even to believe it. Then Abu Sufyan, he stood up and he said, Muhammadun qad qutil, Abu Bakr qad qutil, Umar qad qutil, yawm biyawm, wa ma'udina gada al-aam al-qadim fi Badr. Abu Sufyan, Abu Sufyan also got a loud voice. He said, Muhammad had been killed, Abu Bakr had been killed, Umar had been killed. Day for a day, he means the day of Badr for the day of Uhud. And we'll meet you again next year in Badr. Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab, after taking permission from Rasulullah sallallahu, he stood up and he told him, Abu Sufyan, I have some bad news for you. Muhammad is still alive. Abu Bakr is still alive. Umar is still alive. The people killed from our side in the Jannah. People from your side in the fire of Jahannam. And we don't mind to meet you next year in the Badr. Then Rasulullah he waited to see if these people are going to go away or to start fight again. Then he told Sayyidina Ali, you go and look. If they find them riding the camels and putting horses aside, this means that they are leaving. They are traveling, going back home. If it's riding the horse and putting camels aside, this means that they start attacking again. Then Sayyidina Ali said, no, Ya Rasulullah, they are leaving. Put on their camels and start walking. Then Al-Habib al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he went to see the shuhada. Those have been killed. Sayyidina Hamza. And he was shocked when he saw Sayyidina Hamza. This lady, Hind bint Utbah, she cut his abdomen and takes the liver out. It was a horrible act. And Sayyidina Mus'ab ibn Umair and Sallallahu he cried a lot for those who have been killed, and he buried them and made dua for them. And now Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he's coming back to Al-Madinah al-Munawwara, and the Sahaba very disappointed, Rasulullah very sad, and of course the kuffar of Quraysh, and the hypocrites in Medina, they are very happy for that. The question now which you just want to put forward, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He didn't send the angels, He didn't send His support in this battle, simply because the people disobey the commands of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And don't think the Sahaba were happy to see Rasulullah wounded. The pain Sahaba Rasulullah, they have seen, they take more than 10 times what the pain of Rasulullah. They love Rasulullah so much. And it was very painful to them, to Rasulullah. The lesson here is that Allah is not going to give His support if we disobey Allah and Rasulullah. And unfortunately, what's happening today, why we are so behind? Because we are very far from Allah's and His Prophet's command, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now I want you just to live this moment. You can imagine Rasulullah now sitting, He the chief commands, the people disobey His commands, and the Sahaba walking toward Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, very embarrassed. They don't know what to say to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Expecting Rasulullah to shout at them, to scream, to curse him, to discipline, any act. None of this. None of this. Even Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he didn't frown in their face. He was just met them with his usual cheerful face, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the Quran revealed, وَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَظًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah said, with Allah's mercy, Allah put mercy in your heart toward your people. And if you have harsh attitude, the people will run away from you. Forgive them and ask Allah's forgiveness. وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ. And also consult them. So Sahaba felt happy and felt comfort. Now 24 hours, just 24 hours after this battle, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told Sayyidina Bilal, go out ya Bilal, call for the people to come again, to follow Kuffar Quraysh. 24 hours, the people wounded, depressed, disappointed, just the commands, sam'un wa ta'a, will listen and obey. All of them. Those attended Uhud, they must come again and go to follow the people of Quraysh, otherwise they might attack us again. And subhanallah, what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was thinking of, it happened. Now, to claim that you are victorious, you must have either you gain piece of land, or you take bodies, or you take war prisoners, or you kill the head of your enemy. And none of this happened. So Abu Sufyan said, did we win this battle? Nothing happened from this. And they actually think to re-attack Al-Madinah to kill Rasulullah sallam again. So one man, his name Ma'bad ibn Abi Ma'bad, from Bani Khuza'a, and these people, they love Rasulullah sallam. He was not a Muslim. So when he saw Abu Sufyan coming back, he told him, Abu Sufyan, where are you going? Muhammad is coming with a huge number. He's going to attack you. So the man said, hey, let us go with this, what you call victory, and let us go with it home. And Rasulullah he carried on with the Sahaba up to a place called Hamra al-Usud. And they went up to this place about 8 miles out of Medina, and they found Abu Sufyan and them, they already gone. And Rasulullah spent 3 days and came back to Al-Madinah al-Munawwar. Now we are toward the end of the 3rd year of Hijrah to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now the beginning of the 4th year of Hijrat Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Of course, the tribes around Medina, they start, to behave funny, and Rasulullah used to send, people to fix them all the time. And Rasulullah busy teaching the people. He's not meant for war or battles. He's actually for ta'lim and for deen and for teaching the people. So Rasulullah, while one day, that was in Safar, in the 4th year of Hijrat Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, it was a very, very bad trick. Unfair, unethical, name it. Some people came and said, Ya Rasulullah, Muhammad, send us some people to teach our people deen. Rasulullah, with good heart, he sent 6 of the Huffaz. Good quality of Sahaba. Those 6 Huffaz, on the way, in a place called Al-Raji'ah, they would attack 6 of them. But they were from Bani Luhyan, 100 of them. They came out, attacking those 6. So, we told them, listen, we don't want to kill you people. We want to capture you. We take you and give you to the people of Quraysh. And of course, there will be some sort of money in this business. Just to surround you to base of Quraysh. 6 of them, 3, they tried to run away, they killed them, and they managed to tie up 3 of them and took them to Mecca. On their way to Mecca, one of them tried to run away, they killed him. So they end up taking 2, Khubayb ibn Adi and Zayd ibn Dathana. They gave Khubayb ibn Adi to Abu Sufyan. And Zayd ibn Dathana gave him to Safwan ibn Umayy. Khubayb ibn Adi, the Abu Sufyan, he used to take him daily to a place called At-Tan'im to be beaten, punishing, torturing every day for a few days. And then the day they decided to kill him, they crucifying him, preparing to chop his head. So he said, let me make 2 rakat. Let me make 2 rakat. Then they allow him to make wuzu and make 2 rakat. And he came after he making the salah and said, I'm ready. And told them, listen, I don't want to make the salah very long, that you will feel I'm scared of death. I'm ready to. Then Abu Sufyan, when he saw him in this status, he told him, خبيب أما تحب أن محمد مكانك ها هنا وأنت آمن في أهلك. Won't you be happy if Muhammad will be in your place to chop his head while you are safe and happy and secure within your family? Then the man said, والله ما أحب أن شوكة تصيب قدم رسول الله وأنا آمن في أهلي. Wallahi, I won't be happy if a thorn break into the feet of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam while I'm happy and safe in my family. Abu Sufyan was shocked. He said, والله ما رأيت أحدا يحبه أصحابه كما يحب أصحاب محمد محمدا. Wallahi, I never saw such kind of people. They love their friend as much as the companion of Muhammad. They love him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Khubayb was killed. And Zayd ibn Dathana also, Safwan ibn Umayyah killed him because his father also killed him in the Battle of Badr. So Rasulullah, he was very disappointed when he heard this, what's happened to the Sahaba. And just in the same month, few days later, a man called Abu al-Bara, Amir ibn Malik. He came, he's approaching Rasulullah sallallahu. So Rasulullah talked to him about Islam, but he didn't accept Islam, but he said, Ya Rasulullah, Muhammad, give me some people to come and preach my tribe. Rasulullah said again, the same story. What can I do? So Rasulullah, now, will he refuse? He will deny the message. He wanted to propagate his message. At the same time, he can't hold the people, and at the same time he's afraid of what is happening to the other Sahaba. So he sent 60. And he told this Amr ibn Malik, are you going to guard them? He said, they are under my guard. They carried on, 60 of them, until they reached a place called Bi'r Ma'una. When they arrived there, a man called Amr ibn Tufayl, they sent a message to him to call him for Islam. He killed the messenger and he torn the message and he sent 300 people. 300 against 60, what they are going to do. They killed them all. Again, subhanallah. Only one man managed to escape, his name Amr ibn Umayyah. He managed to escape and he came back to Al-Madinah. On his way, he found 2 people under a tree and he killed them. So when he went, he told Rasulullah the story. Rasulullah was very disappointed. And at the same time, he was not happy. Rahma al-Alameen sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He was not happy that he killed these innocent people. How can you kill them for nothing? Then Rasulullah said, we must find their family and to pay compensation called diya for their family. So Rasulullah, he went out to collect the money. You remember we told we have the Jewish in 3 compounds, Bani Qaynuqa, Bani Nadir and Bani Qurayza. Bani Qaynuqa, we mentioned them last time, they were being kicked out of Al-Madinah. Now Bani Nadir, Rasulullah, he went to approach them. He got the money. He went and talked to them. You know, there are some people, they got very sweet tongue. They can give you as much as you want, talk. But when it comes to money, it is very hard. And to take 1 cent out of his pocket is a big deal. So they talked to him, said, no problem, come, we'll talk, we'll sit and talk. So Bani Nadir, they called Rasulullah to come and stay by their place. And they decided to kill Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. While Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was sitting, they got a very high walls and they were prepared to, somebody come and threw a big stone on the head of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and kill him. So before this happened, Jibreel came and alerted Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that this is going to happen. So Rasulullah, he walked out quick. Sayyidina Umar and Sayyidina Abu Bakr, they meant to meet Rasulullah there. By the time they arrived, they found Rasulullah was already gone. Again, the Jewish, they didn't keep their promise. There is an agreement, there is a constitution that Wathiqat al-Madinah, they didn't appreciate it because they must pay for whatever cost in the living of the Al-Madinah, and in the same time they want to kill Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Sallallahu he decided to kick them out of Al-Madinah. So he went and gave them 10 days. He said, then 10 days just for you to leave Al-Madinah al-Munawwar. Then Abdullah ibn Ubay, the head of the hypocrites, you see his name is always mentioned. He went to Huyay ibn al-Akhtab, the chief of that tribe. He told him, don't worry, Muhammad is nothing. He's not going to do anything for you. Don't worry. So Huyay ibn al-Akhtab challenged Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Said, no, we are not going to move. So Sallallahu he has no choice. He went to 300 Sahaba, surrounded the place and told them, you have to go. Then they looked for Abdullah ibn Ubay. They didn't find him. He was gone. So they left only their weapon and took everything. And when they are leaving, they start bullying the doors, burning the land. This, policy of burning land. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described it in Surah Al-Hashr. وَيُخَرِبُونَ بِيُوتَهُمْ بِأَيْدِيهِمْ وَأَيْدِي الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And they destroyed their houses by their own hand. And they left out those Bani Nadir. Was another spot of the Jewish was being cleared from Al-Madinah. Rasulullah to show you how Rasulullah he got a lot of confidence and a lot of trust in them. He used to ask some of them to write his message in Hebrews answer because they are part of the community and Rasulullah taking them as part of the community. So when this happened, Rasulullah decided no more. And he started and listened to this. Zayd ibn Thabit, one of the Katabat al-Wahy, those who write the Wahy, Rasulullah he sent him abroad to learn Hebrew. You see, our beloved Prophet, We mentioned last week, he asked one of the war prisoners to teach Sahaba how to read and write. He sent him Sahabi abroad to know foreign language. That is again education, search, upliftment, developing the community. Then Zayd ibn Thabit, that's the one who's going to collect the Quran and write the Quran in the time of Sayyidina Abu Bakr and Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan. Now 1 year has gone. We are approaching Sha'ban in the 4th year of Hijr Nabi, and the time came for the promise. Abu Sufyan said, next year we'll meet you by Badr. Then Rasulullah he came out with 1,500, went to Badr. Abu Sufyan came out with 2,000. Then when he came by Al-Zahran, just out of Mecca, he started thinking, should we go ahead or wait a bit? He was hesitating. So he said, let me do a trick. Send the man called Nu'aym ibn Mas'ud. He told him, we put fear in the heart of Muhammad. Muhammad will run away, then we claim as a victory. Then Nu'aym ibn Mas'ud, he went to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he told him to find what is happening. Then he came back. He told Abu Sufyan, no, it is the other way around. These people are very enthusiastic and they are serious. They already at Badr. If you want to carry on, you carry on. Then Abu Sufyan said, oh, look, this year is a drought. It's not a good year to fight. So let us make it next year. And they came back. Rasulullah he spent 8 days in Badr. The people make business and have a good time, and they came back to Al-Madinah. This incident actually started to strengthen the position of Rasulullah and of the Muslimin. And they became in control of the surrounding area, reached up to a place called Dawmat al-Jundal on the border of Al-Sham. Now we are approaching the 5th year of Hijrat Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That man, Huyay ibn al-Akhtab, the head of the head of the Bani Nadir, whom they've been kicked out, he's not very happy. So he decided, when it was 20 of the Jewish, he decided to go and convince the whole tribes to come in big number to attack Al-Madinah al-Munawwarah. So first he approached Quraysh and Abu Sufyan when he told him, and you can listen to this. Abu Sufyan, he told Huyay ibn al-Akhtab. Huyay ibn al-Akhtab is a Yahudi, he's a Jewish. He said, you are people Ahl Kitab. I want to ask you one question. Are we right or Muhammad is right? Subhanallah. He's not even confident. He doesn't, this question itself, it means that he's not even sure if he's right or wrong. Then Huyay ibn al-Akhtab, he's Yahudi. And these people of Quraysh worshipping idols and such, which against his belief even. And because of the hatred and the hypocrites, he told him, no, you are right and Muhammad is wrong. Subhanallah. So he convinced Quraysh and he convinced Ghatfan, Bani al-Asad, Bani al-Ashga', Bani Murrah, and all these tribes, they came to attack Al-Madinah al-Munawwarah. They call it the Battle of Al-Ahzab, parties. They came all in what? 10,000 came out to attack Al-Madinah. That is a big number. The Arab, they never heard such number coming to attack somebody. 4,000 from Bani Quraysh and 6,000 from the other tribe. Now Al-Madinah, Rasulullah when he heard about it, said, no, we can't come out again. This time we have to stay in Al-Madinah to be protected. We can't face, because this 10,000, more than the whole population of Al-Madinah al-Munawwarah, more than the whole population. So Rasulullah sallallahu he said, Al-Madinah al-Munawwarah geographically is made of mountains all around except the north part of it. Then there was a Sahabi, his name Salman al-Farisi. And Salman al-Farisi, actually, I would love all the time when we mention his name, I would love just to mention the story of his Islam, because it is very amazing and very interesting. Sayyidina Salman al-Farisi, he is from Faris, that Persian that is which now is Iran. He's from a very big family, rich family, very luxurious life, but the people worshiping fires. And his father, even one of the leaders of the religious leaders, the people worship the fires. So he's not convinced. He said, let me go away to find somebody to teach me the actual deen. This is not God. How can I worship a prophet? So he carried on. Some people told him he met a priest in Damascus, Syria. And he spent years and years with this man in his church. And when he's about to die, he told him, who else can I join? He told him there is a man in Iraq. Go and join him. He went to Iraq. He spent years and years with this man. Then when this man about to die, he told him, whom else can I join? He told him, now, this is the time of the coming prophet, which we all expecting him. Where can I find this prophet? He told him, you go somewhere in Arabia. He's in a land where it is surrounded by mountains and full of palm trees. And you can identify this prophet by three things. One, he will accept gift, hidayah. If you give him gift, he will accept it. He won't accept sadaqah. And he got a birthmark in his back between his two shoulders. So Sayyidina Salman, on his way from Iraq, he's going this way, some people hijacker, they came and captured him. They took his money and took him as a slave. Subhanallah. From very luxurious life, he became a slave. Again, in life, you find things getting tough and tough and tough. You know that Allah is going to open the doors. So Allah is now taking him to the right place. So those people, they captured him, they taken him to Al-Madinah. The moment Sayyidina Salman, he walked into Al-Madinah, mountains, palm trees, Allahu Akbar. I'm close to my place now. Then they sold him to one Jewish man as a slave. And when he was there, waking, jumping on a palm tree, he's collecting this and that. Then one of his friends, that Jewish, his boss, his master, he said, did you hear about this man claim he's a prophet? He came from Mecca. He just arrived today. Sayyidina Salman, he heard that jump and followed this man, said, please, where can I find the man you are talking about? See, he told him, where is Rasulullah? Then he went and he got some dates. And he gave it to Rasulullah and he said, this is a gift from me. Then Rasulullah, he took the dates and he ate a bit from it. Then he said, I'm so close now. Then next day he got some dates and he gave it to Rasulullah and said, this is sadaqah. So Rasulullah didn't touch it. He put it aside and distributed it. Then he said, Allah, just one more sign. Then was a day, Rasulullah, there was somebody died and Rasulullah busy burying him. So Sayyidina Salman, Rasulullah, he come this side, he come this side. He come this side, he want to see. Then Rasulullah, he noticed him, he said him come. And he showed him, he said, Ana Rasulullah. I am the Prophet of Allah. This is my message. Sayyidina Salman, he started crying. And he hugged Rasulullah, kissing his hand, his feet. And he told him his story. For over 20 years, I'm looking for you. Then Rasulullah called the Sahaba and told them, listen to this story. And Sahaba was amazed. Then the Sahaba divided among themselves. Al-Ansar, those living in Al-Madinah, he said, Salman, he's part of us, he's one of us. He's from Al-Ansar. Al-Muhajirin, those immigrated from Mecca, they said, no, he's also immigrants. He's coming all the way from far. Then Rasulullah said, don't worry. Salmanu minna ahl al-bayt. Salman is part of my family. What a great honor to be part of Rasulullah family. So, Sayyidina Salman al-Farisi, he gave Rasulullah very, very brilliant idea. What was this idea? And how they managed it? And how it affected the enemy? This and more. What you are going to know next week, inshallah. وأقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.